Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this late-night edition of the Revenge of the Q&A. As you can tell by my blueberry face-inducing monitors, it's very late. It's after midnight, but I figured, what the hey, let's do this thing. I may have taken a 5-hour energy, which was 4 more hours than I needed, and I'm good to go, let's just say. Today was Black Friday, which for those of you out there who don't know, is basically the day in America where, after Thanksgiving, everyone goes out to shop for, say, Christmas, or just various gifts for themselves or whoever, and spends money they don't have on deals that aren't really deals, but people just do it anyway. And it usually progresses from, I want that, to, I will fight you for that, to, I have fought you for that, and now I went to jail for that. It's kind of amazing. If you haven't done it already, go to a video I made a while ago called Jesse Explains America, Black Friday. I'll put the link there, right there. It basically explains what Black Friday is in a much better way than I can rambling right now. And even I don't really understand it, but it's a wonderful thing. So I went out people watching, and I went to the mall, and the mall was just packed with people. It was like some Moroccan bazaar. It was filled with people just yelling and screaming and pushing, and everyone was just shouting at the top of their lungs, and people were trying to get the best deals. It was crazy, and I loved every minute of it. But while I was there, I went out and bought this game, Warriors Orochi 3 Hyper, or maybe it's Warriors Orochi Hyper 3. I don't know if the 3 is the hyper thing, or the warriors are the hyper thing, but either way, someone is very hyper in this game. How do I explain this game? It's Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, Troy, and a bunch of other games, all in one. It's just a massive crossover, and this is the first level. You play as 2 of this Dynasty Warriors character and 1 Samurai Warriors character, and you're the last 3 people left on Earth. Well, you have an army, but you're the last 3, heroes, and you fight a giant demon hydra that's I'm going to eat your planet. And when you're about to lose, a Japanese goddess comes to you and is like, I'll save you and take you back in time to rally your friends to fight the hydra in the future again. And that's sort of the game. You have to go back to ancient locales and get the greatest heroes ever to join you in the future to fight a demon hydra. And as you saw from the Wii U thing, I finally got my Wii U, and this thing is amazing. This is the controller, by the way, and it has a screen so you can play the game either here or on the TV. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I think I've played games on my TV maybe once with it. Everything else, I just turn on the system and play right here. It's amazing. Now, I'll be honest with you, it is pretty much PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 graphics, so it's not very next-gen, but the technology, the way you access stuff, I think is. And I have a lot of fun just staring at, the menus, because people can write notes. Even in games like Mario Brothers, the new Mario Brothers, you can write notes to each other, and even, spoils or how to do things. And so people can leave you notes, and you can turn those off if you want. If you don't want spoils, you can just get notes that are Goombas rule! I think I've actually wrote that a few times. I think I said, Koopa Kids are the coolest with a K, and then I made, a little Koopa Kid shell. Yes, yes, I'm probably writing with 6-year-olds, but it doesn't matter. I'm having a good time. And so, because of that, I found a contest. I think it's a competition that's basically you are competing to make Wii videos to go to Sundance. So whoever wins, whoever has the best video, will go to Sundance, and you get to present and make a video for the Sundance Film Festival, which is amazing. And so I am probably going to enter that, and I have a really good idea. And I'll post it on the channel whenever I get it done. So I think I only have a couple of days to actually submit it and make it, but I'm totally down, and that's probably what I'm going to do. So that's going to be kind of fun this week, I think. But yeah, that's really all I've been doing. I played some Guild Wars 2 today with the guild and went around with Black Friday, and then this game, man. This game is nonsense crazy. And that's really it. Announcement. It's official. On Friday the 14th, Saturday the 15th, and maybe Sunday the 16th, we are doing a non-stop ultra stream with multi-cameras and game footage of Final Fantasy VI in honor of the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy. It's going to be amazing. It might be on Shibuya, but I'm not sure where we're going to put it yet. Keep it in mind that we're working out details and we're trying to like get in good with Squeenix on this so we can give you awesome like swag and things like that. So who knows what's about to happen, but those are the dates. Keep that in mind. If you want to see Final Fantasy VI from start to finish, myself, I know the completionist, Gerard's going to be there. There's going to be a few others, but we're still sort of working out who's going to be there. I want to get people who have never played the game before either, and it's going to be just crazy. I don't know how many of them are going to be able to make it through, but I'm going to stay up the entire time from start to finish. I think the shortest gameplay I've ever played, 48 hours maybe. It's going to be a pretty amazing tribute to one of the greatest games ever made, of one of the best franchises ever made. So I hope you tune in. I hope you're with us through most of it, and it's going to be an amazing time. So enough of all that. Let's get down to the hat. Question the first. Had to pull it out of there. Question the first. This comes from Freak L. Peer. What is your favorite all-time quote from a video game? Oh, goodness. I have so many. For recently, I love, RIP from Deus Ex, the new one, Human Revolution. That is a great line where he just goes, yeah, RIP. I don't know why I love that. Although I think my favorite line is from Kefka in Final Fantasy VI, which is fitting, because he says something along the lines of, what this Hamlet needs is less boring and more burning. I know that's not the direct quote, but it's pretty much that, and it's amazing. I don't know why, that's such a great villain line, and then he proceeds to burn down the town, which is pretty great. Now, I know there are other lines out there like, do a barrel roll, or your princess is in another castle, or EA Sports is in the game, but I think those are ones that I sort of just love. I know there are a lot more. There's so many good lines in video games now, especially recently. The dialogue has been great in some games, so, yeah. I don't know. I still love, RIP. I don't know why that's so good. Such a good line. You know you're a badass when someone dies and you just go, RIP. Oh, man, the best. Question the second. This comes from Whoop Whoop. Whoop Whoop 5624099918. That is a hell of a screen name. This is about the Tweezer conspiracy. I was wondering the other day, while talking with a friend, about the conspiracy you thought of about people at the airport stealing your tweezers. I remember you got sent a huge bag to test them. I was wondering if you could tell us the findings. It seems there's a story to be had here. Thanks. Love Whoop Whoop. Well, the story is I put them all in my bag, and I got all of them back. So I don't know if they thought it was a setup, or they weren't the right tweezers. You see, here's the thing. The tweezers I was sent were ones for like mechanical applications, not ones for body applications. And so I'm thinking they only take the small ones, not the giant ones. Small, giant. I don't know why they didn't take them, but I suppose maybe it's just that one guy. I'm unlucky and have one guy and he's the one who works for the alien conspiracy, maybe? I don't know, but they all came back and everything was good, so really there's no story. They didn't touch them, unless they knew. They knew it was a ruse. They probably watch. They're probably watching this right now like, yeah, excellent. He fell for our trap. When he sleeps tonight, infiltrate Team Alpha, steal all his tweezers. I'll wake up tomorrow, every ounce of metal in my apartment will be gone. And finally, question the third. This comes from GamerDan12. He says, hi Jesse, back when I started to watch you, I was being bullied by an asshole in my class. I would hate to walk home because he'd be waiting for me, but I love to walk home because I get to watch all your videos. But now, I don't see him, and he does not come to school, so the walk is even better. Problem solved-ish? So my question is, were you ever bullied at school? And if so, can you please get back to me? Well, first off, I'm getting back to you. Secondly, no, I wasn't ever really bullied. Not that I remember. I'm sure my parents would be like, I remember a boy who he would bruise you awful. No, I don't remember. In high school, although I'll be honest, my memory it only goes back, so I'm getting old. High school, no, I didn't have any bullies. I was the class clown in high school, and so I was sort of like everyone's like funny buddy. So I never really had any trouble in high school. I don't. No one even gave me crap for my last name being Cox. Like, no one's like, hey, penis. Like, no one. I guess I was just lucky. My high school class had maybe 110 kids in it, and everyone sort of just got along. We weren't like besties, you know. There were still cliques, but everyone tolerated everyone else. I guess I was just a lucky person. But when it comes to actual bullying, I'm not sure why you would care about my graduating class. But when it comes to actual bullying, I guess you have to look at it like kind of like myself with being a class clown. Why was I a class clown? The reason why is because I sucked at math and science. And rather than admit that I suck at math and science, I'd rather act up and be silly in those classes and to impress peers rather than show like, I got all A's. When they'd be like, here's your F, I'd be, you know, I could joke and be silly. The same thing applies with bullies. Bullies are acting out anger because of something inherently wrong with them. Either mentally, emotionally, physically, something is wrong with them, and they're angry, and they don't know how to express that anger in a healthy way, so they take it out on others. And so what happens is you get all sorts of bullies, like verbal bullies, physical bullies, whatever. And it could be they have a problem at home. It could be they have a problem at school. It could be they have a problem up here. Who knows? Who knows? But unfortunately for the world, they take it out on others. And it's incredibly unfair to justify bullies, I understand. But that's who they are. And so keep that in mind when dealing with them, that it might be best not to even acknowledge them and just walk away. But at the same time, they could be the type of bully who, if you don't acknowledge them, they keep pestering you until you do. I'm no, like, source on how to deal with bullies because I have no real experience in it. I know, because I've had friends who've been bullied, and I sort of have heard their stories, and I've seen bullying happening. But, I mean, any advice I give you is situational. In this, since your bullying problem seems to be done with, I guess I will simply say my first tip is just walk away. Just keep walking, and if they keep following you, just keep walking until you get someplace safe. And if they refuse, if they hold you, like if they physically assault you in some way, my best tip is to fight back like your life depends on it. If they're out to hurt you, you hurt them back. That's all I can say. But if no one's trying to hurt you, don't go like guns blazing and start punching people. That's not a solution to anything. But even then, I don't want to condone violence, but it's a very touchy subject, guys. And I would simply say, you know, watch yourself, because there are bullies out there who are just batshit crazy, like literally crazy. And they're the kind of people who probably shouldn't be with other people in society, but they are. And so, be careful is what I can say. If you're being bullied, my best advice to you is just to hang in there. Be strong. Be stronger than they are mean. Because you'll notice from Gamer Dan 12, who said, let me find this thing here. But now I don't see him, and he does not come to school, so the walk is even better. Basically, he's right on the money there. You can outlast a bully. Spoiler, most bullies, you'll notice this, if you go to college, you'll probably never see a bully in college. The reason why is, one, when the bullies get there, they realize, like, holy shit, I'm just like this guy, and I don't know anything, I need to make new friends, and you'll take what you want to take, he'll take what he wants to take. Bullies aren't a thing. Or the more likely scenario is he just won't go to college, in which case you won't have to deal with him. And so I simply say outlast. I know it sucks, and I know a few years seems like a long time, but he'll grow out of it, hopefully. You'll grow out of it, most certainly, and you'll move on to have a wonderful life, and he will still be stuck in his weird, like, I blame everyone else for my problems but myself. And I guess that's the best advice I can give. I mean, it sucks because I really don't know how to properly answer this question, but hopefully my attempt was a valiant one. So hang in there. Seriously, anyone out there being bullied, hang in there. There are other people just like you all over the world. You are not alone. And just, you know, if you see bullying happening, stand up for that person. I know deep down you either are going to be like, I'm not going to say a thing, or you're going to be like, haha, I'm going to laugh at that person too because I don't want anyone to bully me. But you should do the right thing. is all I'm saying. So, yeah. Man, last couple weeks, we've ended on some big issue questions. So, whew. So, thank you guys, and we'll do this next week. So, as always, to be continued.